Beloved soul, listen closely, for what I am about to speak is not of my own making. It is a whisper that came with the breaking of dawn, a cry carried upon the wind, a sound that shook the heavens. Archangel Michael, the mighty protector, the warrior of God's light, wept for you this morning. His tears fell like fire, and the earth trembled beneath their weight. Do you know what it means when Michael, the one who has stood in the presence of the Eternal from the very beginning, weeps for a soul? It means that heaven itself is trembling over what is to come. It means something is moving in the unseen, and the hourglass of destiny has been turned. You cannot turn away now. You cannot scroll past this moment. For the message is urgent, and what is coming tonight cannot be turned back. This is not a warning written in gentle poetry. It is the ringing of a bell in the middle of the night, a trumpet that pierces through slumber. Heaven is crying out, "Awake, beloved, awake." For time is no longer waiting for you. Archangel Michael saw your name written in light. He saw your battles, your private tears, your loneliness, and your hidden pain. And when dawn touched the horizon, he bowed his head, and for the first time in ages, his tears fell for you. Because tonight, a door will close. Tonight, the tide will shift. Tonight, destiny will take a step that no hand of man can reverse. Do you feel it even now as you read? The strange stirring in your chest, the way your spirit leans closer, the goosebumps rising across your skin, it is not chance. It is not imagination. It is the sign that heaven is drawing near, pulling you into this message because you were meant to hear it. The words you read are alive. They are not text on a screen. They are living flame, meant to pierce through the fog that has surrounded you. You have cried for answers, asking why the battles never end, why the heaviness will not lift, why you feel as though you walk in the shadow of something unseen. And the answer comes now, because the night has been long, but the dawn is breaking into your life. The enemy that has stalked you knows its time is short, and it will thrash violently. This is why the message is urgent, why Michael himself wept for you. Because heaven knows what you are about to walk into tonight, and if you are not prepared, the weight of it may crush you. Beloved, hear me, there is no accident that you are here in this moment. Heaven orchestrated this, guided your hand, your eyes, your heart, to this exact place. Do you think the angels weep for everyone? No, they stand strong and unshaken, for they have seen wars, they have seen darkness, they have seen battles beyond imagining. Yet Michael, the general of heaven's armies, bent down and wept. That alone should shake you to your core. Something is moving tonight. The scales are tipping. There is a clash in the unseen realm, and your name is written in the center of it. The prayers you prayed long ago, the cries you thought were forgotten, they have risen like incense, and heaven has not turned a deaf ear. But answers do not always come wrapped in comfort. Sometimes they come wrapped in fire, in urgency, in the trembling of a sword unsheathed. That is the hour you are walking into now. Do not look away. Stay with me, for every word is carrying you deeper into the truth of what is unfolding. The Spirit of God is hovering close to you even now, pressing upon your heart, calling you by name. This is why the hook of these words pulls at you, why you cannot simply click away. It is not entertainment. It is appointment. Heaven has set this moment before you as a divine interruption, because the time for delay has ended. Michael's tears fell because he saw the weight you have been carrying. He saw how you doubted your worth, how you questioned your place, how you nearly gave up under the silence of long nights. He saw the accusations whispered against you, the lies that tried to crush your spirit. He saw the unseen chains, the generational battles, the curses spoken long before you were born, and his mighty heart could not remain unmoved. Tonight, those chains are being confronted. Tonight, the shadows that stalked your bloodline are trembling, because they know the decree of heaven has already gone forth. Do you feel the urgency rising? Do you hear the words echo inside your spirit as though they are being spoken not just to your ears, but to the deepest part of you? That is because this is not ordinary speech. This is a call sealed in fire. Michael's tears were not of despair, they were of fierce love, of sorrow that you have suffered so long, but also of power, because the victory has already been decreed. Yet, beloved, victory does not come without battle. And tonight, the battle is shifting. Heaven is leaning close to the earth. The Spirit is moving swiftly, and what unfolds cannot be turned back. It has already begun. Even as you read, things are moving in the unseen, alignments, confrontations, exposures. Do not be afraid, for though the night may roar, the morning will break with glory. But you must not fall asleep. You must stay awake. Listen to me now. The tears of an archangel are not wasted. They water the soil of your destiny. Every drop that fell for you this dawn was a declaration that heaven has marked you, shielded you, and claimed you. But heaven also cries out, "Stand up, beloved one. Do not let your heart faint. Do not let fear silence you. For you have been chosen to rise." Do you know what it means to be chosen? It means the battle may rage fiercer, because the enemy knows the light you carry. It means the trials may have felt unending, because your calling shakes the gates of darkness. But it also means you are not alone. Michael has drawn his sword on your behalf. The hosts of heaven are surrounding you even now. You cannot see them with your natural eyes, but your spirit can feel the stirring. That's why your chest feels heavy, why your hands tremble slightly, why you feel as though you're on the edge of something unexplainable. You are standing at the threshold of a turning point. And beloved, tonight, the turn comes. Tonight, the moment that cannot be undone unfolds. You must hear me. What is about to shift will not be reversed. This is why the message came with urgency. This is why Michael wept. Because what unfolds tonight is written into the fabric of your destiny. Stay close to these words, for they are a lamp to you right now. Every sentence is a step further into alignment with heaven. Every line is breaking lies that have bound you. Every whisper that brushes against your spirit as you read is the voice of God Himself reminding you, I have not forgotten you. I have not abandoned you. I have heard you. Beloved one, do not mistake this moment for chance. The dawn was not ordinary today. The air itself was heavy, thick with silence, as if all of creation held its breath. And in that silence, Archangel Michael bowed low, his tears falling like drops of molten gold, burning as they touched the earth. The heavens shook, for angels do not weep as men weep. Their tears carry the weight of eternity, and when Michael wept this morning, it was because of you. Yes, you. Your name was on his lips. Your face was before him. Heaven's messenger looked into the hours that lie ahead, the hours of this very night, and what he saw moved him to tears. He saw the choices, the turning, the irreversible shift that is set to unfold. He saw the moment written in the book of time, the decree that cannot be undone. And the weight of it brought tears even to the one who has stood in battle against the Prince of Darkness since the beginning. If Michael wept, then beloved, you must know, the hour is far more serious than you have ever imagined. Do you feel the trembling in your soul as these words reach you? That trembling is not fear. It is recognition. Your spirit knows what your mind cannot yet grasp, that heaven is speaking, and you are standing in the center of a divine crossroads. The night ahead has already been marked, and what happens cannot be turned back. Oh, beloved, I must tell you this plainly, doors will close tonight. Not tomorrow, not next week, not some distant day you can postpone. Tonight. And once they close, they will not open again. The mercy you have felt, the delay you have known, the waiting space you have lingered in, it is ending. The line is being drawn. Heaven has already set the seal. This is why Michael's tears fell. He does not weep for hopelessness, for heaven never despairs. He weeps because love is fierce, and he weeps because your destiny matters. He weeps because he knows what is at stake. He weeps because he sees how you have wrestled with doubt, how you have longed for breakthrough, how you have begged for answers, and yet he also sees the traps the enemy has set for you in the very path ahead. His tears are both warning and promise. Warning, because the battle tonight will be fierce. Promise, because you are not walking into it alone. Beloved, listen. There are angels gathering even now, their wings spread wide, forming a shield around you. You may not hear them with your ears, but your heart knows they are near. That sudden chill on your skin, the quickening of your pulse, the feeling that you are not alone as you read these words, it is because you are not. Heaven is leaning close, so close that the veil between realms is thinner than it has ever been. Michael stands watch at your side tonight. His sword is drawn. His tears have already fallen to mark you, to seal you in light, to declare that heaven claims you. But the choice of how you step into this night remains yours. That is why you are being called awake right now, shaken from your slumber, stirred in your spirit, unable to look away. Because the weight of this hour cannot be ignored. Do not delay, beloved. Do not say in your heart, I will wait. I will decide later. I will change tomorrow. There is no tomorrow in this matter. What is unfolding tonight cannot be turned back. Heaven is speaking, whispering urgently, pressing into your heart, come closer. Do not drift away now. Stay awake. Stay listening. The Spirit is moving, preparing, aligning every detail. Even as you read this, your name is being lifted before the throne. Michael's tears carried your name upward with fire, and the Eternal One has seen you. The night ahead will reveal what has been hidden. Some will feel loss. Some will feel breakthrough. Some will awaken to the reality that the time they thought they had is gone. And you, beloved, are being given this divine warning so that you may be ready, so that you may not stumble when the weight of this night presses upon the earth. Do you feel the fire in your chest? Do you feel the urgency building with every word? That is not imagination. That is not mere emotion. That is the touch of heaven upon your spirit, sealing you for what lies ahead. Archangel Michael's tears are not wasted. They are drops of prophecy, drops of fierce intercession, drops that fell because you matter more than you have ever dared to believe. The enemy tried to convince you that you were forgotten, but heaven has never forgotten you. Michael's tears are proof. Beloved, let me tell you this with all the weight of truth. What happens tonight will shape your path, and it cannot be undone. You will look back on this day as a dividing line, a before and an after. And this message, these words that reach you now, will echo in your memory as the moment heaven warned you, the moment heaven marked you, the moment heaven said, be ready, for the time has come. Beloved one, hear these words as if they were whispered straight into your soul. This is not a message that can wait, for heaven itself did not wait this morning. At the break of dawn, when the first light touched the horizon, something happened in the heavens that shook eternity. Archangel Michael, the mighty warrior of God, the guardian who has stood since the beginning of time, bowed his head and wept. His tears were not ordinary. They were not the fragile tears of men. They were flames, falling from eyes that have seen wars between light and darkness, falling from one who has stood before the throne of the Eternal One, falling from one who has never bent to despair. And yet, this dawn, for you, yes, you, Michael wept. Beloved, do you understand the weight of this? Angels do not waste their tears. Heaven does not waste its signs. The tears of Michael this morning were not sorrow without hope. They were not weakness. They were a prophecy, a warning, a seal, a cry that heaven released into the earth, declaring, "The night has come, and what unfolds cannot be turned back." Stay with me now. Do not drift away. Do not allow distraction to pull you, for this moment is divine. You were meant to hear this. Heaven arranged it. The Spirit of God pulled you to this place, so that these words could find you. The message is simple, but heavy. Tonight something will happen that cannot be undone. Beloved, feel the urgency in your bones. Tonight is not like any other night. The clock of heaven has struck. The sand has slipped through the hourglass. The door is closing. The decree has gone forth, and no hand of man can reverse it. This is why Michael wept. For he saw what is coming. He saw the battles waging around your soul. He saw the traps laid at your feet. He saw the blessings written for you, but he also saw how the enemy longs to steal them before they manifest. He saw how the night would test you, how choices would weigh upon you, how destiny itself would shift. And his mighty heart, filled with fire, bent low and wept. His tears were not despair. They were intercession. They were the cry of heaven that you might hear, that you might awaken, that you might not stumble in the dark. His tears watered the soil of your path so that you may step into what is meant for you, not what the enemy planned against you. Oh beloved soul, do you feel the trembling in your chest as you hear these words? That is not fear. That is recognition. Your spirit knows this message is for you. Your soul knows that tonight is sacred, sealed, and irreversible. You cannot run from it. You cannot hide from it. The shift has already begun. Even now, as these words sink deeper into you, the unseen is moving. The heavens are aligning, the earth is trembling, and destinies are colliding. Tonight is written into the fabric of eternity. This is why you feel restless. This is why sleep has not come easily. This is why your heart has been heavy without knowing why. Because your spirit has sensed what your mind could not understand. Michael's tears were for you. And tonight, beloved, you will step into the moment that cannot be turned back. Listen carefully. You have prayed for breakthrough. You have begged for change. You have longed for doors to open, for chains to break, for burdens to lift. Heaven heard you. Heaven never forgot. The tears of Michael are proof that your cries reached the throne. But beloved, when heaven answers, it does not always come softly. Sometimes it comes with urgency. Sometimes it comes with a shaking. Sometimes it comes with a night that burns with irreversible turning. This is that night. You may ask, what is coming? The answer is this: what is coming is both battle and blessing. It is the exposure of what has been hidden. It is the confrontation of what has stalked you in the shadows. It is the closing of a door you cannot open again, and the opening of a path that only heaven can make. Tonight you will not simply drift. Tonight destiny itself will shift beneath your feet. Do not fear. The tears of Michael are not of defeat. They are of love. They are of protection. They are of fierce devotion. His sword is drawn on your behalf. Heaven's armies are standing guard. Even now, angels are circling you, their wings forming a shield, their presence pressing against the air around you. That is why you feel what you feel now, the weight, the intensity, the stirring deep within. You are surrounded. But hear me, you must stay awake. Do not fall into the numbness of distraction. Do not sink into the sleep of complacency. Tonight is not a night to drift. Tonight is a night to stand. Heaven calls you to attention. Heaven calls you to readiness. Heaven calls you to step forward. Because what is happening tonight cannot be turned back. The enemy will whisper lies. He will say you are too weak. He will remind you of your past. He will point to your failures. But Michael's tears have already washed over those accusations. The Eternal One has already declared, "You are mine. You are chosen. You are marked." The battle tonight will rage, but you are not alone in it. Beloved, do you not see? The very reason the night feels heavy is because it is holy. The very reason you feel the trembling is because you are standing on sacred ground. Heaven is pressing into your story. Michael's tears were not the end, they were the beginning. The dawn carried his weeping, but the night will carry your turning. Yes, beloved, tonight you will step across a line that cannot be crossed again. Some ties will be cut forever. Some chains will shatter. Some doors will close so completely that they will never reopen. And once it happens, it will not be undone. That is why heaven warns you now: prepare your heart, steady your spirit, for the irreversible shift is here. But also hear this: though the night feels fierce, the morning will break with glory. After the battle, after the trembling, after the tears, there is light. Michael wept this dawn, but he did not weep without hope. His tears are the seal that you will not be abandoned, that you will not walk alone, that heaven is fighting for you even now. So lift your head, beloved. Do not let fear overtake you. Do not let the weight of the night crush you. Michael's tears have already declared your worth. Heaven's decree has already gone forth. Tonight the page will turn, and though it cannot be turned back, it will write you into the story heaven has ordained. Beloved, I tell you again, do not take lightly what was seen at dawn. The heavens were heavy with silence, and then it came, the breaking, the sob, the sound of Michael's weeping. Never before has such a cry been loosed into the earth without reason. His tears fell not because he lacked strength, but because his heart could not remain unmoved by the weight of what was revealed. He saw your journey. He saw the nights where you clutched your chest, whispering prayers into the void, wondering if heaven had gone silent. He saw the betrayals you endured, the losses you carried, the burdens that bent your back until you thought you would break. He saw every hidden tear you shed when no one else was watching. And this dawn, when the earth was quiet and the world still slept, he bent down, and his tears fell for you. Why? Because tonight is not ordinary. Tonight the line is drawn. Tonight the hour strikes. Tonight destiny shifts, and once it moves, it cannot be turned back. You feel it already, don't you? That stirring deep within, that pressure that makes it hard to sit still. It is not anxiety, it is awareness. Your soul knows what your mind cannot yet grasp, that the veil is thinner, that heaven has stepped closer, that the night will carry a weight unlike any you've known before. Michael's tears were both warning and promise. Warning, because the battle tonight will be fierce. Promise, because heaven has already declared your victory. Yet, beloved, you cannot remain passive. You must awaken. You must listen. You must anchor yourself, for the tide that is coming will not wait for you to decide later. It is here, and it is irreversible. Think of it like a river, rushing forward. Once the waters break past the dam, they do not return. Once the tide turns, it does not flow backward. Tonight the current of your life will shift. It may sweep away what cannot remain. It may strip you of what you once clung to. It may close doors that you thought would always stay open. But trust this, what is swept away is not meant for you, and what remains is holy, chosen, eternal. Beloved, I need you to hear this in the deepest part of your soul. The mercy of delay has ended. The season of waiting has been lifted. What heaven has decreed will unfold whether you feel ready or not. That is why Michael wept, because love compelled him. Because he longed for you to hear, to wake up, to prepare your heart for the hour that is already upon you. The enemy knows this too. He knows the decree has gone forth. He knows heaven has set its seal. That is why the resistance has felt unbearable lately. That is why the attacks have multiplied. That is why your thoughts have been heavy, why doubts have screamed louder, why shadows have pressed closer. The enemy thrashes fiercest when his time is short. And beloved, his time over you is short indeed. Michael's tears carried your name. They carried your struggles. They carried your story into the presence of God. Heaven has not forgotten you. Heaven has not abandoned you. Heaven has moved for you. But the message is clear. What happens tonight cannot be turned back. Beloved, can you feel the fire rising as these words move through you? That fire is not fear. It is recognition. It is your spirit testifying that this message is true, that this night is marked, that heaven has called your name. Do not let this moment slip through your fingers. Do not dismiss it as coincidence. Coincidence does not shake your soul like this. Coincidence does not make your heart beat faster as though heaven itself is speaking directly to you. This is appointment. This is destiny. This is divine interruption. Tonight, the scales are tipping. Tonight, what was hidden will be revealed. Tonight, what was delayed will be released. Tonight, the irreversible shift will come, and when it does, you will step into a before and after moment that will define the rest of your life. Do not fear the night. Michael's tears were not hopelessness. They were preparation. They were the waters that soften the soil before the seed bursts forth. His weeping this dawn was heaven's way of saying, I see you. I claim you. I go before you. Yes, beloved, heaven goes before you tonight. You are not walking into darkness alone. Angels have surrounded you. The armies of God stand ready. Michael himself has drawn his sword. His tears were his vow, that he will not leave you unguarded, that he will not abandon his post, that he will fight on your behalf as the decree of heaven unfolds. But your part, beloved, is this: stay awake. Stay aware. Do not drift. Do not numb yourself with distractions, thinking you can bypass the weight of this night. You cannot. None can. The turning has already begun. The pages of destiny are already being written, and your name is inscribed upon them. The enemy will whisper that you are unworthy. He will remind you of your mistakes. He will accuse you with the voice of shame. But do not listen. Michael's tears have already drowned those accusations. Heaven has already declared you worthy. The blood of the Lamb has already marked you. No accusation can stand against the decree of God. Beloved, you are chosen. That is why the battle has been so fierce. That is why the nights have been so long. That is why you have wondered if you would ever break free. Chosen vessels always carry the heaviest weight. But chosen vessels are also the ones heaven guards most fiercely. Michael's tears are proof of that. Tonight will not be easy, but it will be holy. Tonight will not be light, but it will be glorious. For the moment that cannot be turned back is not to destroy you, but to deliver you. It is not to crush you, but to crown you. It is not to bind you, but to break every chain that has held you until now. So lift your head, beloved. Take courage. The night will come, the turning will unfold, the decree will be sealed, but you will not walk into it alone. You were not forgotten. You were not abandoned. You are the very reason Michael wept at dawn. His tears have written your name into the fire of heaven. His weeping has marked your path with light. His cry has already shaken the unseen. The night will come, and when it does, it cannot be turned back. But you will stand. You will rise. You will walk forward into the destiny heaven has written for you. And when the morning comes after this night, you will remember. You will know. You will look back on this message and say, Heaven warned me. Heaven prepared me. Heaven fought for me. And heaven carried me through. Beloved, do not let your heart grow numb to these words, for they come with weight beyond human breath. The dawn itself carried a secret this morning, and that secret was revealed in tears. Archangel Michael, the mighty one, the protector, the captain of heaven's hosts, bowed low as the first light broke across the earth. His tears fell, and every drop was fire, every drop a declaration, every drop a cry that heaven could not remain silent. Why did he weep? Because tonight, beloved, a chapter closes. Tonight the hour strikes that cannot be delayed, shifted, or undone. Tonight the heavens have set their seal, and what comes will come, not tomorrow, not one day in the distant future, but this very night. Michael's tears were not weakness. They were power wrapped in sorrow, love wrapped in fire. He wept because he saw your name, he saw your struggle, he saw the weight of what you carry, and he saw the hourglass of destiny tipped at last. He wept because the night ahead is holy, fierce, and unshakable. He wept because he loves with the fierce love of heaven, and love always warns, always calls, always awakens. Beloved, you cannot ignore this night. You cannot brush it aside. Your spirit already knows. That restlessness you feel, that pressing in your chest, that stirring deep within, it is not coincidence. It is heaven calling you to awareness, for what is about to unfold will not be turned back. Tonight, beloved, doors will close. Some of them you prayed would close, and they will. Chains will break, and you will never see them again. Shadows that stalked you since childhood will lose their grip forever. Yet some doors, beloved, you may have hoped to keep open, and heaven will shut them, never to be opened again. This is the weight of the night. This is the fire of the decree. Michael's tears fell to prepare you, to soften your heart, to make your spirit ready for the irreversible turn that is upon you. Do not let fear overtake you. Heaven does not warn without covering. The very reason Michael wept for you this dawn was because he saw what you could not. He saw that the battle has reached its peak, that the enemy rages, that the hour is critical, but he also saw heaven's armies surrounding you. He saw the sword already drawn. He saw the light breaking through the cracks of your midnight. His tears were not despair, they were intercession. They were his cry for you to awaken and not miss the moment. Beloved, your prayers have not been forgotten. Every whisper, every sigh, every cry in the dark, heaven has collected them like treasures. But when heaven moves, it often moves with urgency. You prayed for breakthrough, and now the breakthrough comes, but it comes with shaking. It comes with fire. It comes with a night you cannot escape or postpone. Tonight, beloved, everything shifts. Tonight the irreversible decree is sealed. Can you feel it in your bones? The way your spirit leans into these words, the way your skin prickles as though unseen hands brush against you. That is not imagination. That is recognition. Your spirit knows this is true. Do not doubt. Do not dismiss. The enemy would whisper, "It's nothing, it's just words." But why then does it feel as if every line pierces straight through you? Why then does it feel as if heaven itself has sat down beside you, whispering directly to your soul? Beloved, because it is not just words. It is fire. It is life. It is truth. It is heaven calling you into readiness for the night that cannot be turned back. Michael has wept before, but rarely for individuals. His tears often fall for nations, for kingdoms, for the rise and fall of great powers. But this dawn, his tears carried your name. That alone should shake you to your core. Heaven is not careless with its attention. If Michael wept for you, it is because your destiny carries weight beyond your understanding. It is because the choices and the shifts of this night ripple beyond just you. They touch generations. They echo forward into time you have not yet lived. Say, God is enough for me, if He's all you need.